On Saturday, more than 50% of India's biggest airline, Indigo's flights were delayed after a large number of cabin crew members reportedly called in sick. They queued up for interviews at Tata Group owned Air India as well as Jet Airways and Akasa, who are in the midst of a massive recruitment drive. Aviation across the world has been suffering because of a shortage of trained manpower. People laid off by airlines during the pandemic moved to other sectors, especially hospitality. But the shortage of skilled labor is haunting India Inc., particularly the services sector that contributes to more than 50% of the GDP. There's high unemployment, yet companies are struggling to fill in open positions. It's a conundrum created by an acute skill shortage. Workers with experience related to a particular job are hard to come by nowadays. According to a recent Manpower Group Employment Outlook survey, IT and technology employers are exhibiting the strongest hiring intent across 11 sectors for the July-September 2022 quarter. Overall, at 51%, the net employment outlook is at a record high in 8 years. At the same time, organizations are finding it difficult to get the right candidates with the required skill sets for professions ranging from IT and data, sales and marketing, operations and logistics, manufacturing and production, administration and office support skills. The Manpower Group India Managing Director said that reskilling and upskilling the workforce should be the highest priority for employers. Similarly, Rajan Bahadur, CEO of Tourism and Hospitality Skill Council, recently told a Business Daily that the industry is facing a shortage of around 350,000 workers as the business has boomed post the third wave of COVID-19 and operations and working hours have normalized. With new hotels, outlets, restaurant chains, and cloud kitchens opening and expanding aggressively, he says the demand for skilled talent is going up. Further, workers who lost their jobs in the pandemic found work in other sectors and are now reluctant to come back.
And that's where the challenge in few of these industries are facing specifically to travel and tourism, hospitality, aviation. These could be the sectors which will come under those radars. But the shortage is there in IT as well as in media and entertainment also. Now, over 90% of the Indian workforce are in the informal sector. Now, if you look at us as a country, we are trapped in a vicious cycle. Now, greater workforce informality leads to lower incentive to acquire new skills. Now this faced with inadequate skilled workforce, business often choose replacing laborers with machines. Now that becomes skilled laborers and technologies, they are complementary, right? But unskilled laborers and technology, they are substitutes. Now this leads to the skill of fewer formal jobs for people.
We all say India is almost the fifth largest in terms of GDP, right? But in terms of per capita income, we're probably 138th. And that's an indicator of the low productivity level. And hence, that is something which I don't think it has a magic bullet solution. It is a bigger problem which needs to be addressed holistically, keeping the long term in mind. I personally don't believe, like if an organization, whether it's small or big, whether it's a MSME or it's a large organization, I don't think if they have demand and if they have business, skill will not come in the way. Yes, but they have to pay more to get the desired skill. If they have to, they will do it. But yes, in the long run, it is costing India productivity. It's costing India competitiveness in the world productivity index and the rest and the like. So for me, if you're saying that what can be done now to solve the skill problem, which can aid economic recovery, I doubt that there is a magic bullet solution.
Inadequate talent is constraining the recovery of the services sector. According to CII's Decoding Job Report 2022, one of the key reasons for this gap is the insufficient collaboration between the industry and the academia. Educational institutes often fail to provide industry-relevant skills to students. Companies, sector skill councils, and other industry stakeholders should ramp up the development of new talent to fill the skilling gap. Having just emerged from COVID and witnessing green shoots of recovery, India Inc.'s full potential should not be limited by the unavailability of skilled workers.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
सब अच्छी दिख रही हैं यार, कौन सी खरीदूं?
ये तो वही बात हुई, 4000 शेयर्स लिस्टेड है, कौन सा लूं?
वो तो सबसे आसान है।
तुझे 5 पैसा नहीं पता?
अब तो सबको पता है। 5 पैसा पर है 4000 स्टॉक्स की रिसर्च, टेक्निकल टूल्स और इन्वेस्टमेंट आइडियाज। डाउनलोड 5 पैसा नाउ।
अब तो सबको पता है, investing made easy and rewarding with 5 paisa. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.